Hey, what's up, people? Um, Today, I guess this is my first official lesson video, and what I want to work on today is accents, accented notes, and unaccented notes. Now, we can, within that, as we get more and more advanced, all accents won't be the same, and all unaccented notes won't be the same either. We can have a whole range of dynamics, right? From the softest pianissimo to the loudest fortissimo, but be a little more general today. We're talking about accents. I'm going to make kind of all my accents pretty big, whipping strokes. And I'm going to try to make my unaccented notes pretty much ghost notes. Okay? We're playing as quietly as we can play, as close to the drum, but you still want some rebound, but just a really gentle sound. Okay, so that's around where my unaccented notes are going to be. My accented notes are going to be big whipping strokes. One thing I've noticed, right, as a teacher, teaching drum students, especially more, let's say, beginning, advanced beginners, even intermediate sometimes. Sometimes everything is at the same volume, right? And when you're listening to drummers or all musicians play, that's one of those details that more advanced or professional drummers have, where you can really hear all these different dynamics in their playing that makes the music just stand out, just be more musical. So to start to develop this, what we're going to do, just a couple little exercises. Also, just a couple recommendations, 2 great books if you want to work on this topic also. The Classic by George Lawrence Stone. This is Accents and Rebounds, which is it's pretty famous, but the more famous kind of sequel to Stick Control. Stick Control is the more famous one. This is the second book. And Stick Control has no accents at all in it. So this is kind of like, it's a very similar book, but adding lots of different accented notes in. And then, of course, Future Sounds by the great Tower of Power drummer David Garibaldi. This is a great book that uses this whole 2 sound level concept of accents and unaccented notes and applies it more to the drum set and to different kind of, funky fusion style playing. Check them out. Anyways, for today, here's what we're going to do. And like I said in my welcome video, I don't know who's going to be watching this, if anyone, so I don't know the level of people. There might be some beginner drummers, might be advanced drummers, so I'll try to kind of, do some things that might apply to everyone. If you want to play along, that might be good, or you can watch and then go back and watch again playing along. You could use a pad, you could use a drum. Anyway, here's what we're going to do for a little exercise, all right? We're going to be in 4/4 to be very simple. We're going to play some 1/8 notes, and we're going to start out with only ghost notes, all right? So I'm going to get a nice kind of medium, fairly slow tempo. 1, 2, just ghost note, 1/8 notes. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Good. Now, we're just going to start accenting the 1 only, okay? 1, 2, here comes our first accent. Try to make sure that all your ghost notes, your unaccented notes, are the same. They're even. Okay? So, same thing for me. My goal here right now for this exercise, I'm trying to make all my accents about the same volume, and all my ghost notes the same for now. Okay? So, that's the start. Make sure, get that down. All right, next what we're going to do, and I'm going to add my feet. Now we can add in our feet doing anything. This could be complex, but I want to go pretty simple. I'm going to have both feet together playing quarter notes, okay? So my metronome will be this. Now if you've never done this before, if ghost notes are pretty new to you, you might have trouble playing these ghost notes and getting your feet in there. That's fine. It's all part of the whole independence coordination thing. here's what we're gonna do for the exercise, okay? Every measure, I'm gonna move the accent back by an eighth note. So the first measure is gonna be on beat 1, then it's gonna be on the and of 1, then on the 2, then on the and of 2, and so on, okay? So I'll play a whole 8 measure thing, all right? So I'm gonna say 1, 2, and here I go. Another next step, okay, if this is kind of easy for you, let's just make these 16th notes instead of 8th notes. So do we want to keep the same tempo? Yeah, let's keep the same tempo, okay? Oh, and also for people this is brand new to, you might want to make that exercise I just did much longer. You might want to repeat each of those for at least 4, maybe 8 measures. So for example, maybe you start with the accent on 1, repeat that. Okay? 2, 3, 4. Now maybe move on to the 1, and so on. Okay? I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm gonna keep it moving, but you may want to do that. Also, you can play this with a metronome. That might be a smart thing. I'm using my feet as the metronome, but if you're not that confident that the time's gonna be pretty steady, using a metronome would be good. Anyway, so let's I'm gonna do the whole exercise again, but this time I'm gonna play 16th notes, and we're gonna move the accents by 16th notes. So now it's gonna be on 1, and then the second 16th note, the 1E, the E of 1, right? Move it that way. Here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same exercise with 16th notes. Of course, you could do it other ways too. You could do it with triplets, right? And so on, okay? So, where else do we want to take this today? Let's see. We could incorporate the drum set into that if we wanted the tom. So for example, a nice simple way is I could put right hand accents can now be floor tom, left hand accents can be rack tom, okay? You can't, from where I have the camera, you can't see, but this is a ridiculously large drum set with 5 toms. I have other drum sets that are much more traditional with just 1 rack and 1 floor. This is kind of an enormous one, but I'll use, so we'll put right hand accents on the floor tom, left hand accents on rack tom, and all the unaccented notes on the snare, right? We can do the same thing. So I'll do the same exercise that way. 1, 2, still 16th notes. It would be. I lost my place, but you get the idea. Okay, I wasn't paying attention and lost my place. So here's another exercise. Okay, similar idea, but a little different. I like this one a lot too. This one is a little, I guess it's a little more advanced. You can be the judge of that when you start trying these. So I'm gonna go back to 8th notes to simplify it at first. And what we're gonna do this time, we're gonna start the same. Our very first measure will be accent on beat 1. But then we're going to Instead, we're going to keep that beat 1 accent and add the next one. So the first measure would be just the 1, everything else is ghost notes. Then the 1 and, so the first 2 of the 8 eighth notes. Then the 1 and 2, right? So we keep adding. So it's going to look like this with eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and... You have all of them. I like to actually then just go down, take them away, right? So I'll just continue from where I left off. We just went 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... I didn't miss one in there, but you get the idea. So now we just kind of took it down. So it's almost like a pyramid thing, you could think of it. Okay, so we're adding the accents, going from 1, 2, all the way to 8, and then bringing it back down to the 1. That's a good control type exercise. Of course, we could do the exact same thing with 16th notes, right? I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm not gonna keep editing these videos till I get things perfect, because it's not, it just doesn't make sense, because we all make mistakes, and that's part of it. So don't let mistakes kind of upset you or drag you down. You just keep working, even in a performance type situation. Just try to. The goal should be to figure out how to keep going and recover, and it's not a big deal. Do I want to talk about anything else today as far as accents? I think that's it for today. We're definitely going to, in some other videos, cover... These things are going to come up a lot. Accents, unaccented notes. So that's kind of why I made this my first video. I have some other ideas about other topics that are a lot more, I guess, rhythm related, but we're gonna be incorporating these accents into most things. So I would definitely work on that. If you have any questions, if you have any ideas, things I could do better, suggestions, please let me know. And yeah, thanks. See you soon. Later.